Hello. I'm very sorry for the absence and the lateness today. I'm very grateful that it helps you to study when you hear me. That's very sweet. Today, I was not streaming yesterday. I was having to refit my office. Um, and unfortunately, it took a very, very long time. It's still not done, in fact. I have just tidied enough of an area and to like stream. Even then, like, are you sick? No. I did just sneeze, so I sound a little bit funny. I've also not drank anything in like 4 hours, and I haven't spoken to anyone since 5 a.m. So my voice is not voicing terribly well. But yeah, we'll be live proper in just one sec.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Anselda Martian played Hydrate for 100 channel points.
Don't worry, I thought, oh god damn it, I did leave the game stuff downstairs. I'll grab it. I did bring water. Whoop. Sorry, that noise as I was leaving was me wobbling. I took a turn a little bit too fast in heels, and yeah, gravity's still there. Gravity check still works. Great. Let's switch over to the painty side of things. My hair is big floof because I had a shower earlier. So it's going to be slightly annoying me today. So, how is everyone doing? It is 9 p.m. Oh, right, yeah, you're in a late time zone. I forgot. GMT plus 8, that's wild. Yeah, we're in GMT plus 1 right now. All I ask is if you two share a mother tongue, please keep it to English. The rest of us would like to be able to, you know, understand. Also, because I can't moderate a language that I can't speak. why, despite I speak some Japanese and some German, I don't like it being spoken in chat because visually I'm terrible at reading it at speed. Right, we have our green juice. Oh, and speak it? That no, fair, fair. Ah, okay, yeah, drink helps. So, apologies for the absence yesterday and the lateness today. May as well put this on. You have a slightly better view of me for a change. The ocean is a soup. It is a soup. Hmm. I speak Chinese and I hate it. Which dialect? Also, you speak one of um the most like spoken languages on Earth. You were at such an advantage for that, and you speak the other one too. Floof hair, yes, very floof hair. I just had a shower and everything, and also I got a new brush that is for fine hair. Simplified, okay. Yeah, floof. Lots of floof. But the important thing is you speak the two main languages of money in the world, so that's really good. It was actually an argument from my parents when I was younger that we should not be learning French because it's not something that typically gets used for us. We should be learning something that would be actually useful because you know we don't have too much in the way of dealings with France, but also we we have the benefit of the French typically speak English to us. So they said that we should be learning Chinese in school instead because it's the second most used language. The most used language technically. Right, so gotta find which one of these is actually clean. Okay, this one is. I speak it, but it's horrible sticky sound. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I get where you're coming from now. Okay, yes. um, fair enough. So, this. Oh, I've still got bits on here. This is one of the things I want to paint up at some point. No, I look so grayscale. Let's try and fix this a little bit. That's a little better. I'm a little bit shadowy still, but it's gonna get what? Oh wow, we're actually okay. Cool. That's not bad. Okay, so the new setup is good for one thing at least. You can see better. I actually kind of feel like I need to make myself a bit smaller. I'm being a little bit self-conscious being this large on the screen. You need photographic memory to stand a chance. Ah. I'm guessing you do not have an eidetic memory. I had not an eidetic memory, but it was damn near when I was younger. Oxygen deprivation and brain fog have taken that, sadly. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's an okay picture. We'll do that. So we're not going to be working on green today. We're going to be working on gold. Because frankly, I need to change things up a little bit. Even if I have to do this like squad by squad and I'll do 5 at a time, I'll do it that way, but I think even though I typically have a little bit more of a patience for doing things en masse, I think that I still would go fancy. Oh, sorry, I read the chat. I think I'd still go camera. You shifted your camera, we can't see you. Was it because I did this? That was just me moving the light. Yeah, we're going to be using Vallejo gold because we want something that's like a very desaturated gold, and this is like a really pale kind of color. It's almost like closer to Electrum. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't used this paint for a project because I didn't need a pale gold for anything. And it's finally going to be useful for something. Right, equals FV. Nope, other way around. FV. MA dash RG dash CLQ. Select all, copy. Apply picture. Fits. Yeah, I usually use much brighter gold, much deeper golds. Like golds with a bit more red to them or something, but I've had this paint for like 5-6 years. I bought the other ones in the color range. So I started out with steel. It's fantastic. It's basically bolt gun metal from days of old. Then we had aluminum. Good, nice and bright. But they're super thin because they're airbrush paints. They don't need any thinning. You just put them straight in an airbrush and they work. Which has the added benefit with painting models by hand. Has you can do it really easy. Also, a brush full will go really far. So I'm just doing my little announce these things quickly. We're going to be streaming a little bit later today, because we'll be raiding into Peach later. And I know I said I'd be like dolling myself up a little bit, and sorry, apparently I can't think and type at the same time. I said I'd be, do my makeup and everything, but today's been a lot, so I haven't. That's the short answer. Am I terrible at concentrating on this whilst I'm talking? Yes, absolutely. However, I'm almost done. It won't let me post a second story. It looks like Pete the Wargamer has released his second plastic kit. Oh, my music stopped. Okay, can I now post my story, please? Thank you. Right. That is those one's done. Right, I'm just doing the pasty bit. This will take 5 seconds. Then we can finally get to it. Oh, this week has been, it's been a week. It's definitely been one of the weeks of all time. Last week was pretty crazy as well, honestly. Things are just so busy right now. I won't need to take any more days off to sort my office out though. It's now in a semi-usable state. It's just a mess. But it's usable as a mess. So it's okay. Which means, you know, we can still stream, I can still work and everything, and then just in my down hours, instead of having free time, I'll have to do that. Is this a tier 3 paint job? I don't tier things like that. If you're asking if this is my best, no, it's not. This is just Tabletop Plus. Perhaps pushed a little bit further than it should be, but it's Tabletop Plus from me. Probably closer to my advanced than it is my tabletop, but yeah. Gotten slightly carried away. So we are using a wet palette for the metallic. There's no harm in it. Lots of boogeyman stories about using metallics on wet palettes, fine. Yeah. Actually, I think do another drink. But yeah, basically there is no computer table here anymore. It's over here. And the 3D printer's moved over there. And yeah, I have a little cabinet that's here still with my printer on it. That's temporary, possibly. We'll see. But I do have like I've gone from a 9-inch gap to sort of crab walk out of to get around to like 2.5 foot gap, which is much better. So I'm not going to keep hurting myself every time I leave. It was just a thing I was accepting because of the lack of space. But the edge of the desk was like just an inner thigh kind of height. The amount of times I had
gathered in their masses. I like goth chicks with fat asses. Big old thighs blot my destruction. I yearn for curvy goth girl suction. Oh Lord, yeah!
9-inch crab walk gap is easy. Bayholder subscribed to your channel for 11 months.
Some of us have an ass, sweetie. Thank you for the resub, Dan. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I didn't reply as much earlier. Things were going on. And yeah, it's the problem is like I would look if you're gonna tease me, I'm gonna do it back. Anyway, the issue was that like I was cutting the corners a little bit because there's more stuff around it, and I kept like getting the edge of the table on like at my inner thigh, and I've cut my inner thigh on it too many times now. It's really uncomfortable, so I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to get a picture of how sharp this is. Yeah, that's it. Like, that's really quite a sharp edge on that bit there. Thank you for the lactan. But yeah, that kept getting me. I've got bruises as well, and it was not great. So I just, you know, it was a necessary evil in the beginning, and now I've adjusted it. I've got the bench over on the left here has 3D printing on it, plus a load of other stuff that still needs to be organised. The table behind me is being used for building. And we're making do with the space. We're just making do with the space. Counter edges shouldn't be hurting you without your consent. So we're going with bare metal color gold. It is a very runny paint. And also, as you saw, it really pale. This wrong kind of bruises. Yeah, no, it's actually really quite painful too. What was I about to look for? Oh, hadn't realized that, Tan. This is an 18 plus stream. There will always be subject of, there has been subject of an adult nature. The stream is marked as 18 plus. So I'm afraid it is a case of like to moderate that, you should not be here. Wait, the stream isn't marked as 18 plus? It's fucking supposed to be. I've had my streams marked as 18 plus for the last 6 years. It's not in the tags. It doesn't need to be in the tags, Simon. It's a setting. It's a setting that comes up when you click on the stream. Yeah, don't joke about that one right now, Dawn. I do not need to end up in hot bother right now. I need to find this setting. They turned my setting off. Well, that's wonderful. Alright, behave for this stream, folks. I will turn the content tags back on. It looks like when Twitch updated the stuff again, they turned off all of my... No, you don't need to apologize for anything, Kiri. This is something that is better that it's come up now than at a worse time. It's not that we dislike miners or anything like that. Dan, you'll still be able to go and watch the VODs over on YouTube, but this is an adult environment, I'm afraid, and that is a thing that's still going to happen. I'm sorry. It's like our Discord is not for minors either. Yeah. So no, Tan, this isn't your fault. This is Twitch and how they've done things, which is stupid as always. That is such a safeguarding issue. So it stands to reason that we would have this issue with Twitch. Okay, no, that's too close. Does that work? Right, camera settings. Knew I was forgetting something. We need to... Okay, why can I not move this program? Oh, there we go. Focus more to there. Perfect. Cool. That's a very beautiful pink. What is it? It is an ink. This has been muted down with a different ink as well, a muted violet. It is Luminous Opera from Holbein. It's a very lovely pink. Okay, this gold is too watery for some reason. I'm not sure why though. Is it really that thoroughly unmixed? Yeah, it's salty then. Perfect color. Thrilled with that. Just too thin. Okay, yeah, it looks like I can't get this to bulk itself out. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to go with a different gold. It's a shame because it goes on smooth as butter. But the problem is, it's like a wash. Damn it, that was my solution. Need to start trying inks out, they seem really nice. Yeah, I don't use an awful lot of them myself. But it's absolutely been a really good experiment. I don't normally use them, but this has gone great. Oh, that drop. This drop? Okay. What pale golds have we got? We have bright gold. That's too bright. That's too much yellow. I don't think there's anything else in that drawer that'll help me. Nor up there. Okay, what golds do I have down here? Okay, none down there. Let's check my two thin coats. Child always mixing some silver. Huh? Child? Can you eat the acrylic paint? Technically. Shouldn't. Alum goals. Listing gold. I'm gonna let my chart. Kind of why the color chart's important. But okay, Platinum Crown we know isn't it. The rest of those are. So, Battle Axe Brass. This might be too much, honestly. Yeah, no, I've decided against that one before we even apply it to the model. So, that's too rich. Possibility. Hold on. Where is the other? Do I have a spare one? Nope. 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 No, it's not. Okay. Okay. Right. That is actually quite a rich gold. Did not expect that. Okay. Top brass is going to be my last chance. Honestly, a shame. I mean, it kind of works, I guess. The other option. Is null oil a scam? No. Why would it be a scam? It's paint. Stop watching Squid Mars so much. I see her licking her brush often. Yeah, okay, look, my chronic health conditions are going to kill me before acrylic paint does. I'm fine, don't worry. I'm blaming Squidmar for is X scam. Normal is useful, but you don't need it for every model. Everything is either a magic hack that you should use and everything or a scam. Yeah, no, it's done so much damage to people's learning. You shouldn't listen to someone for your absolute solution for everything. You can either listen to what you're told is better, or you could just learn. When you're starting out, it's good to be critical of things so that you can pick up what might be good, what might be bad, etc. But like, everything has a purpose. I use null oil on a lot of my commissions. I don't use it on my own models, but I use it on a lot of commissions. Yeah, there's a lot of he's made some enjoyable content, but now he's doing like AI shit for his thumbnails and stuff. I will 100% call on that. It's stupid as an artist, but also there's a lot of things that are now in practice where like it's worse than it was originally. And that was a direct influence. I die a little inside every time someone does a grand reveal, and it's like, okay, not everyone has to copy the thing one dude did. I am cleaning my brushes in between licks. I get the tip pointed again, yes. Sometimes there is paint on there, like when I'm blending green, I will just remove the paint myself and quickly switch to a different color. When I need the paint to stay wet on the model and I don't have time to wash the brush, dry it, apply it, check my consistency, and put it back in. I think that gold kind of works. I think it's a little bit too loud, though. Nice green clay, thank you. I think this is the green I'm happiest with, is the gem. The gem went nice. Yeah, I don't know about this gold. We'll quickly try Overlord Brass. Right, no, top brass, and we'll see. I don't think I got any other golds from these. Oh dear. It's 2:40. Millie, are you okay? Let me go till 3:30, right? Hello everyone, how are you
Millie
doing
underscore paints raided your channel with 65 viewers.
today?
Generals gathered in their masses.
Where we at?
I like goth
Chat,
chicks
there we go.
with fat asses.
Oh, thank you, Simon. I was doing good.
Big old thighs plot my destruction.
Thank you for the 3-month free sub as well.
I yearn for
How was your
curvy
stream? How did it go?
goth
I didn't have a chance to
suction.
watch properly.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Pink, yes, we're
Millie
doing very
103
pink. We
raid,
like
Millie
pink.
103 raid, Millie 103 raid. Millie underscore paints subscribed to your channel for 3 months.
Said I was back. Yeah, but my brain doesn't work so well. Oh, okay. Gonna have to solve that one on the YouTube stream later. What if we hit a hype train? Wait, what? How did we hit a hype train on a single research? That makes no sense. Hello, lovely. Yes, usually go later out of practice for streaming, so I'm so tired. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. I started less than an hour ago. That's loud. That's the idea. It's a hype train. Mine's been starting hype trains for less too. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, maybe it was because of the duration. I don't know. I'm trying to work out the golds right now because the metal color gold seems to have broken over time and it does not seem to actually hold itself together. You know what else is loud? I know what's coming.
Generals gathered in their
wait.
masses. I like goth chicks with fat asses.
Thank you to Anonymous for gifting
Big old thighs
5 gift
plot my
subs.
destruction.
Congrats to Ginger Ninja,
I yearn
British
for
Mark,
curvy
Deus
goth
Ex
girl
Macchiato.
suction.
Deus Ex Macchiato is an amazing name. Jimmy
Generals
B47.
gathered in their masses. I like goth chicks with fat asses.
Wait, my activity
Big
feed's
old
broken
thighs
now as
plot my
well.
destruction.
Damn, but no.
I yearn for curvy goth girl
what was
suction.
there was
Oh, Lord,
there was a
yeah.
username that I really loved from I was listening to a Poor Hammer. I always listen to the Poor Hammer plus Bricky like
Generals gathered in their masses.
does this play for every gift sub? I think
I like
it
goth
varies.
chicks with fat asses.
When I get like 5 gift subs, it
Big old
kind of
thighs
does.
plot my
When
destruction.
Mike gifts 200 subs, it doesn't work.
I yearn for curvy goth girl suction.
Millie?
Oh,
As well.
Lord,
Why
yeah.
is this not showing up?
Generals gathered in their masses.
Why you do this?
I like goth chicks with fat asses.
Oh, thank you
Big
for
old
the
thighs
5 gift
plot my
subs.
destruction.
Both of you. Oh god.
I
Finally
yearn
getting
for
paid to
curvy
watch
goth
this.
girl suction. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Okay, we're safe. I generally try to watch the Poor Hammer podcast plus Bricky when they do the balance data site stuff. And I got interrupted partway through the recent one. So I continued that early this morning while I was doing stuff. And there was a name in the Patreon credits at the end that was "My tapeworm plays Tau, so I swallowed an airbrush." I kind of fucking love that. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. You're all so very, very sweet. What were you working on today, Millie? Was it the D&D stuff still? Do we have a moderator being uppity today? Thank you. I do really appreciate the all the gift subs and all the subscribing and the bits and everything. I really do appreciate it. It helps. It genuinely does. Being full time. Also, Millie, you've kind of changed my Twitch income and experience over the last month. So thank you for that, both directly and indirectly, because it used to be that I'd at least like kind of hit my minimum. But prior to September, my highest amount of subs over the course of a month was 69 or something to that extent. I think it was 69, 67, somewhere around there. And we're currently sitting at 357. Wives did the same for me, so I'm glad I paid it forward. Yeah, I do appreciate it. I am swamped in fucking boxes, however. It does look like Twitch didn't like it though, because they didn't process my full payout last month, or rather this month for like the 15th. I'm gonna bounce, shower, and actually eat for the first time. So go and eat. Oh my god. Thank you for being here. Go and eat. Twitch is a bitch. It is. It's a little bitch. We just found out that my 18 plus settings have been turned off for however long ago they updated things. And like, I'm not doing anything necessarily adult, but like, it's the protection that we aren't going to have an issue for safeguarding with a minor. Also, Everett, it sounds a little bit uppity. I do nothing other than annoy people, and I forget to and people's chats to subscribe to your platform. Hey, you have helped enormously, Josh. Also, watching your tutorials is lovely. I wish that I could do full format videos like that. I don't know that I can edit a half an hour video though. You know what? I think that's the gold I'm going to go with. It's a nice little pale gold. Phaedra, hello, how are you doing? We have a hype chest. What is this? Ugh, mood. Yeah, that's a vibe. Every time I think I've nailed the editing, I watch a Josh video and it's in chat. It's, you know what it is? It's the endurance. I know from my like 4 or whatever tutorials that are like the 5-minute-ish ADHD friendly ones. I can record, voice, and edit something in 2 hours. Oh, Josh, honestly, that would help. what program do you use? But yeah, at 2 hours, I can, as long as the motivation is there. If someone has asked me for direct help, like, how did you paint that cloak? That's how the cloak video came about. Oh, I need to learn how to paint NMM steel. That was sorted as well. Someone really wanted checker pattern, and I did it all right there. But yeah, 2 hours, sit down, paint the thing while recording, do the voiceover, well, edit the video, then do the voiceover, and then apply it. But trying to do my full process for it was like a half an hour-ish video I was aiming for. I think it was maybe an hour and a half of footage for doing some basing. Like the basing tutorial on there, I think I mentioned in the video that there's going to be a longer version of it. There's never been a longer version of it because I could not bring myself to fucking edit it. I got partway through and I died. Just got home from work, relaxing for a bit, then some chores, assembling some blood knights for AOS. Nice. Ooh, ads. I can't do anything about the ads, I'm sorry. Honestly, with the amount of gift subs that get thrown around at the moment, it's a wonder anyone has adverts. For those that do not currently, bear in mind I don't personally gain anything. Well, I do maybe a little. If you are fed up of adverts, you can get Twitch Nitro, I think it's called. Yeah. That stops you seeing adverts anywhere. Not just in a specific stream. But also your when an advert plays and you've got Twitch Nitro, the streamer still gets paid for it. Like, even though you've not seen the advert, the streamer gets paid for it. Motivation is second to discipline. You are entirely correct. I use iMovie and Photoshop. Oh, honey. I watch Twitch for the adverts. You know what? Seeing the amount of the adverts I've had where it's been RuneScape dunking on the Coldplay concert, and like it's two people ducking down at the back of like a theater thing or whatever, and RuneScape has been like, don't worry, we won't tell anyone if you want to play the field a bit. You're currently interrupting my adverts. Fuck you. Fine, you want an advert? I'll give you an advert. Hello everyone, my name is Ruby, otherwise known as Roll On to Explode. I am a full-time commission painter, and if you would like me to paint your models, all you have to do is get in touch. You don't have to sit with those boring piles of grey plastic. I can turn them into works of art for you. Yay, adverts. Sorry, no, that physically hurt me. I can't do adverts. I die a little inside every time I have to do one. I would love to see the statistics on people that suck at advertising themselves because it makes them feel terrible, and people that suck in interviews. I would be curious to see if that happens to be like the Venn diagram for that. I imagine would be a fucking circle. This stream too is brought to you by so I have a complete rule about sponsors and stuff. I will never be sponsored by anything that I don't personally believe in. However, with that saying, why did I just get shouted out somewhere or something? Anyway, however, if Raid Shadow Legends did it, just know I did it for the money. Right, my shoot, going for a walk with a friend. Ooh, I hope you have a good walk. I hope the weather's a little bit better where you are. Here it is pissing down with rain, which makes sense because over the next 2 days I need to like redo a Land Raider and a Predator and a Chaplain Terminator, and I will need rattle cans for these. Wait, there are adverts. He is tall and ginger though. Nelly, you're not helping with the allegations that all gingers know each other. That's literally me. It's 36 degrees Celsius right now. Oh, right, you're in Asia. That doesn't count right now. We're like 15 here at most. Alright, I thought that came from England. I'm gonna ask who the fuck has a heat wave right now. It's Russell, isn't it? Everest, you were giving off like jelly vibes today. Is your day going good? You hamming it up for the bit? Would you like another advert?
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Everish underscore played hydrate for 100 channel points.
We're cooking alive here in Southeast Asia? Yeah. That does sound about right. I'm at work and I don't live anywhere near Millie. Fair enough. Damn it, I've just realized the center of the crossguard on the sabers here has gem slot. So the only thing with this paint mashup is that it does not have good coverage. So I'm going to have to do like 2 or 3 coats. I don't think I live anywhere near Millie either, but I'm not sure. It's hard to keep track of where everyone lives. I'm just bored at work, trying to amuse myself. Fair enough. Plus, Millie is mad at me because I said something mean to her at the end of the stream. Oh no, what did you say to her? Where else does this go? I did get a little bit in just there. Oh, didn't think I'd be able to get that off. I told her that all her custard creams are underfilled because she was ending just as I got in stream. How? I love custard creams. Snacks with cream fillings are just the best. Like Boston cream donuts are peak. The funny thing is, I don't like the sweets that have the filling. Like Gushers. I do not want to eat sweets that nut in your mouth. I felt it was a reasonable and a proportional response. It's a little mean. It's a little mean. No one likes to eat something that gushes in your mouth. Exactly. My straight friends, maybe, but no. Okay, the gold is really working for this. Just, it's taking a lot longer in terms of its coverage. Which I guess I can deal. does work. It does look right. Good night. Thank you for the alert, Carrie. I'm going with the paler pink from Emperor's Children. Ooh. Yeah, we're going for excessive. Super, super excessive on color. Um, I really dislike metallic, by the way. Kind of like the pink from the box art, but over the whole model. Fair enough. It's not working great. Try a different brush. Could also be that just my motor control is not good after 2 days of like rearranging an office and doing physically intense work that I'm not built for. I'm too damaged to be moving furniture and shit now. Sorry, I'm off screen. Let me just adjust this and see if I can move it over this way a little. No, yeah. Yeah. These ones are gonna stay like solid pink. We might do a little bit of other colors sometimes, maybe. The client had a vision and then kind of liked what I was going with initially and went, "Oh yeah, just do whatever you want to do for it because it looks good." Which is always a really big compliment from a client. That they like what you're doing enough that they're just like, "Nope, never mind. My idea wasn't it. This is what I want." There are eyes on his kneecap. You know what? Demons, that makes sense. I don't know if demons inhabit their armor though. So no other trim on the leg? Oh right, I always expect if there's trim on the top of the leg, I'm like, where's the trim on the bottom? Right, no, we good, we good. Do wish it was a little bit more solid coverage. And also thinner. Maybe my bottle's gone bad over the years. I mean, I've had it for a really long time. Oh, I have a new anime recommendation, folks. So Becca and I tend to watch like a trashy isekai or something with dinner, and we started one as a joke, and it's actually really fun. It's the reincarnated as a vending machine one. Like it's genuinely enjoyable. We clicked on it because we thought it would be a shit post, but no, it's actually enjoyable. It has story. It's not all just like gags and what's it called, fan service. Like I don't think there's been fan service so far in like 6 episodes. Okay, Simon. But yeah, genuinely enjoyable anime. We're only 6 episodes or so in, but I highly recommend so far. They've got 2 seasons, so like apparently it did well because they actually got funded for a second season. I'm reading the Great Estate Developer manhwa. I haven't read a manhwa in forever. Okay, the gold is shiny enough. I thought I hadn't gone over a bit. It was just reflecting the pink. God damn. There was a Yuri I was reading like a year ago on my iPad, and then I forgot, and I've not read it since. It's probably in my Safari browser history, but I've got no idea what it is anymore. I'm terrible when it comes to actually reading it. I don't remember if it was a manhwa or a manga. Yes, I realize it's essentially the same word, but two different languages. I think the gold does work for it though, so I get it's worth the effort, you know. It's gonna be worth it for the end result. Just with this particular mix and the fact that it doesn't cover super well, it does mean like the trim tax time has kind of doubled, if not more. Especially because I don't want to, I don't want to speed this up and get stuff on my lovely pink. Could I tidy the pink up? Yeah, most likely. Would it be fast? No, not really. There's a reason why some people do. I don't mind trim tax generally. But there's a reason why some people either refuse to do chaos or they do the trim as the main color and then they fill the gaps in. Like, I see a lot of Thousand Suns players spray their army gold and then fill the blue in with like a contrast or something. Or a similarly high flow paint. Personally, I still prefer doing regular bit first and then trim. I wanted to get at least a 5-man squad of this done before I did the price up for the full army, just so that if things end up taking significantly longer than expected, then that is factored into the overall price. I think this gold is a very good indicator of that. A process that should have been faster than it actually turns out to be. Not due to time blindness for a change either. This one's just chemistry. Not my Battle Force, yeah, Combat Patrol. Nice. I'm guessing you went with the Space Force one. Oh. Wait, does that go over the whole bit? It does. Okay, that's cool. It's cool. It's fine. It's all good. Oh, Simon, what did you think of the list I sent you, by the way? Apparently it has to be submitted today. Last time we had to submit it the night before. This time they're apparently checking the lists. I figured the reason that the list had to be in the day before was so that you couldn't turn up with more Warhammer than like you were actually going to use, and then just like quickly tailor a list on the spot prior to your first game. Figured that was the reasoning for it. I didn't realize they actually checked them. But it was just like locking them in. I feel a little bit naked not running 3 lots of Deathwing Knights. But the minimums become too expensive. So, for example, you need Azrael because he's a load-bearing unit for Dark Angels. Should I do the barrels in gold, do you think? So yeah, Azrael is a requirement. You've got, you need 5 intercessors minimum to like slap them on your home objective, sticky that, and so on and so forth. You've got that. Lion, I will take, and is
Welcome. You're welcome.
Sam's Mini Painting. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today?
Sam's_mini_painting followed your channel.
What was I saying? Oh, what was it? Yeah, so Azrael is load bearing. You need the. I actually opened this in a Warhammer app. So, what did I name it? yeah, so with I take out everything that's not load bearing for the list. Okay, so Azrael at 115, the Lieutenant with Combi Weapon for 70, the Lion for 315, Intercessors for 80, the first lot of Deathwing Knights for 250, and the Scout Squad for 70. So that's 900 minimum. I came with Million, hooray, have been lurking. Ah, cool. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. If you switch the Deathwing Knights to swords and you add the Chaplain, as I want to do, goes up to 975. I want the Judicia with a minimum of 3 Inner Circle companions. That becomes 1135. Sorry, I'm at pickups being ordered, organized. Oh. Right. But yeah, basically, there's not a lot of. Oh wait, actually, I did a full breakdown on it. Yeah. So if I want to do the three Deathwing Knight setup, you've got Azrael, Lion, 3 Deathwing Knights. There's 830 points left over from that. You need to throw in Intercessors, Scouts, Judicia with Inner Circle Companions, and a Combi Lieutenant for 70. That leaves you with 370 points left. But then you also need to take some 12-inch movement stuff, so some Vanguard vets, some JPI, etc. There's basically not a lot you can do to add identity back at that point, or like flavor for what you want to do. So I've flipped it entirely, and I'm not taking 3 Deathwing Knights. I'm taking. I had a real stroke of luck with it again. So the last time I changed, well, the first time I changed my list up. Sorry about that. Oh, it doesn't pick up on microphone. So the first time I changed my list up, I put a Vindicator in there because I love Vindicators, and it turns out Vindicators were really good at the time. It's like awesome, it lined up, it's great. This time I've stuck a Land Raider Redeemer in my list, and it turns out Land Raiders are better than normal right now. I've gone with Azrael, Lion, Chaplain and Terminator Armor leading 5 Deathwing Knights with swords, Judicia leading 6 Inner Circle Companions, Lieutenant with Combi Weapon, 5 Intercessors, 5 Assault Intercessors with Jump Pack, 3 Blade Guard Veteran, 5 Scouts, 5 Stern Guard, 5 Vanguard Vets with Jump Packs, Predator Annihilator with full las, and a Land Raider Redeemer with Hunt Killer, Multi-Melter, Stormbolter. 1995. yeah, lists are in tonight. I haven't used a Land Raider in 5 editions, so I would like to. The only thing is, my Land Raider is a little bit broken at the moment, or like one of them. One of them's a Crusader. The other one didn't really have a designated unit type for it. So I need to get some flame storm, whatever, to put on it so that it will be a redeemer. Needs a little bit of cleanup and stuff as well. There's rough edges and stuff on it. It's one that's been recovered from my childhood. So I originally built it like 25 years ago. So there's gaps and it's messy, and it had been repainted like 6 times with a small brush and no thinning. Right, that should be that sorted. There is a lot of trim on this. Trim would go faster if I had better paint. Don't understand why my metal color it wasn't working correct. I don't know if maybe it just got old. But that one's too runny. And the top brass is too thick. So between the two of them, it's quite the combination. It's gone too thin now. I keep having to mix up more of it. Looking for a new camera mount so that I can maybe do like overhead shot or something as well. I've adjusted most everything else, so
Welcome.
yeah.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Welcome to my life.
Arctic Wolf, hello.
Arctic Wolf _30 followed your channel.
How are you doing today? Sorry, you scared the shit out of me. I'm getting very warm. I'm now thinking perhaps, although it was cold earlier, perhaps the hoodie was a bad idea. But I don't want to go and change because I don't know what else to wear right now. I've just remembered that I put washing in the washing machine 5-ish hours ago. It finished 3 hours ago. I'm gonna have to possibly rewash that. I'm doing great today. I'm doing great. Yeah, this bit here probably should have been done after the green was done. But then, you know. Ah, there it is. I knew I'd missed a bit and I couldn't remember where it was. Okay, after being all nice and neat, I'm now getting around the edges. Why did I even bother? I was trying to be neat, but then you need to do the inside edges of the things as well, otherwise there'll be a purple gap when I do the green. Gotta do work stuff. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. This has taken so much longer than expected. I'm usually so fast at trim tacks. I don't know if it's because I'm being slow, if the paint's shit or what. Or maybe the sheer amount of it. Whatever the reason, it going slow. They're looking good, but going slow. Oh, it's like, why is my head starting to burn? I'm touching the lamp. That felt really dumb. Leaning too far over a campfire, Tom and Jerry style. No matter where I move the camera, I always seem to drift off it just a little bit. I'm on like a slow rotation. I've got controller drift, but for a chair, I guess. Oh, it's not an air bubble. It's a frigging rivet. It's like, why wouldn't this air bubble pop? Because it's not an air bubble, that's why. How long has this taken me? What, Millie Ray did an hour ago and I was working on it. I found the color I wanted an hour ago. Hell, that's a while.